I don't even remember this song. What is the context of that? Aside from Rico flipping out on a caller. That was tremendous.
I've learned from the best.
That's outstanding. I keep control at all times. I don't know what you're talking about.
Carlton.
I don't know what you're speaking of.
What does your girl think, Carlton?
You know what? I have no recollection, Senator. Let's get to the biggest rumor of the day. I can't even believe this is remotely real. But this comes by way of U of M shill and former radio host Rich Eisen. Well, I'm sorry.
No. I know where you're about to go with this, and there may even be an added layer, so go ahead.
Okay, but this was a rumor that Rich Eisen reported yesterday? Am I reading this correctly?
You are.
Tom Brady might not be done after all. A couple people were like, hang on, just you wait. He's Instagramming pictures of his cat, but he's not getting big and fat. Let it play out. Let's see who wants what. The one place that folks are saying keep an eye out for is Miami. What? What are we doing here? Like, is there anyone on earth who wants Tom Brady to come back? Aren't we all unified that we are done? He is the GOAT, retired, it's over, end it. You already blew up your family. Well, and why would the Dolphins want this?
Mike, there may have been a second team that entered the chat.
No.
Yeah, it's where you'll say, oh, look at the privileged.
Niners?
Privileged team. Yeah.
What a life. What a life Rico leads, isn't it?
Purdy may be done. Purdy's done for at least half the season. Trey Lance, rumors, he's just not accurate enough to run that offense. You got all the pieces in place. It's a ready-made offense. Brady hits the ground running. One last time, wins a title, then he leaves.
Okay. I refuse to believe this. I refuse to believe it because, A, he did the stupid announcement this time on video. He filed the papers. You had idiots selling the sand he was sitting on. There's no way for me to wrap my mind around a team looking at Brady's performance and going, yes, we want that.
Really?
It makes no sense to me.
Oh.
None.
It's Tom Brady, which means that teams will do whatever they can. If he wants to go one more time, last year I had to give you credit because you said no, don't believe it. David wins the award this year. David said, don't believe it. It's not going to happen.
Hold on. David doesn't win until or unless he's playing week one.
He postponed going into the booth, which should have been the first red flag. Like, wait a minute. You got guaranteed money to go and announce, but you don't want to do that. You just want to take a year off? You're Tom Brady sitting in that empty house all by yourself. Nah, he may be trying to come back.
I think he may be, and people are letting us know he's responded to this now.
Oh, really?
But I don't really think this is a denial. He responded saying, anyone who thinks I have time to come back to the NFL has never adopted a 2-month-old kitten for their daughter. And that's all he says. That's not a denial.
That's not a denial. That's not saying straight up, hey, Rich, appreciate it. I am retired. I am happy at home.
See how easy it was for him to say that? It takes 10 seconds. Guys, it's not going to happen. I am retired, not coming back. No way, no how. See you later.
It sounds like another Michigan man. Sounds like all the crap he dealt with Harbaugh.
Well, you never know what the future's going to bring.
My plan, hypothetically, is to enthusiastically bibbidi-bobbidi-boo.
And you never know what the future may bring for anybody. And I'm as dedicated to today as I can be.
And drink your
milk. But to ask me tomorrow.
Nervous birds.
But for right now, yeah.
So let me throw the number out. Does anyone give this credence? As a football fan at large, when I tell you that this is a rumor, do you buy that Tom Brady would do this again? I don't. I'm standing firm, and I am here to negotiate with David a bet. Because David was hyper-aggressive, saying he's coming back. I told you, and I said, David, I wouldn't buy this. I think Brady's the ultimate look at me guy, attention guy. I don't buy this. So, David, if you want to negotiate a bet, we'll do this. He is not a starter week 1 in this league.
Yeah, I believe he is.
Okay.
No GM has to tell us. After a man's retired, a GM doesn't say, well, he's made up his mind. Well, yeah, didn't he fill out the paperwork? We should already know this. You shouldn't have to tell us this. And now this rumor? Yeah, he's playing week 1.
I will give you one way this becomes possible. One. And it is if and when, and I hope it is not when, but if you see reports that Tua is not medically cleared to play football, or Tua has to retire, or Tua suffers a concussion in OTA,
Mike,
then and only then would I buy it based on the Stephen Ross already tried to tamper with him connection.
I think you're looking at the wrong coast, my friend. Grew up.
He is not going to the Niners.
Okay.
You don't deserve it.
Grew up a Niner fan.
248-539-9797.
He was at the game when Montana threw the pass.
Please no. Please no. That cannot happen.
Do you
Please,
understand the level of privilege we'd have to deal with?
How is that privilege?
You'd be Philip Banks on this show.
Philip Banks worked hard
And he
to
lived
become
in
a judge.
He lived in a mansion. He adopted
worked
Will
hard.
Smith.
He worked hard.
Yeah.
Did he work hard? The man died, and then he became a judge. So, just saying.
Wait, what? Philip Banks is dead?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is dead.
He is dead.
No.
Yeah, he's dead.
One of the great TV dads of all time.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that. That sucks. For real?
Been a while.
That's why Carlton's calling up the show, because his dad's dead.
Okay, that's just not the same person. David, the ticket text, please.
Going back to Waddle and Hield, not a bad scenario. I can see him unretiring.
No.
Drew on grass it. How many times did Jerry Rice retire, quote unquote? Yes, Brady
Hold on.
is coming back.
Rico's the only one who would remember every detail of it. Take us through the Jerry Rice retirement arc.
He left the Niners, became a Raider, retired, became a Seahawk, and then retired in the middle of the year to Seahawks.
And then wasn't he a Bronco for a minute?
I don't think
I think
so.
he ended it. He quit on the Seahawks. It was like, what am I doing?
Like, I thought if he didn't file the papers, you could see Vegas. I thought Vegas would be the one. It's showy. It's a ready-built team. I don't know.
It's him going back home to the Bay.
Do you actually want that as a Niner fan?
No, but Mike, sometimes it's just you got no control. You see what's going to happen, and you just accept it.
Like, do you guys seriously want to wager on this? You actually
Yes, I
think
do.
you're getting Tom Brady?
I think he's coming back.
I think you're crazy.
And because here's the thing.
No way.
If you're not coming back, it's very simple to say, flattered, not going to happen. I'm done with football. Please stop coming up with these rumors. I'm not coming back. It's that easy. But when you got to raise a 2-month-old kitten. What does that it sounds like the stuff Harbaugh gives you, where it's just weird sayings, and you got to sit there and decipher, well, what does that mean? 2-month-old kitten.
It doesn't mean anything. It's ridiculous. There's no way. I don't believe the rumor, and I don't believe he's coming back, and I don't want him back.
Well, what you want and what's going to happen.
I understand, but I'm
things.
just making it clear I don't want to watch this. I mean, Kenny, rumor or reality? You think Brady has any shot of coming back?
Well, I think the cat thing was not a denial, first of all. I don't know what that was. I think that may have just been a look at me thing.
No. It was a distraction, because now we got to figure out, what does it mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Exactly.
He's not coming back.
Okay.
That's it. I don't want him to come back. He's not coming back.
You're following. You don't want him, just like Mike. Doesn't mean it's going to happen.
I think
or
both
not
things
gonna
can be
happen.
true. He's not coming back, and also I don't want him to come back.
Uh-oh. This is where it's getting good. Sit tight.
Danny Dimes.
I got breaking news. I got something even sexier.